Hello and welcome to Word from Your Mother Tarot. This is going to be a Celtic cross for the spring equinox, which to my understanding is right now. As always, you know that I know nothing about astrology or any of that crap. Okay? I mention it though because there are some people saying that tomorrow, today, right now, it's happening now, is the end of the Kali Yuga, which is the darkest cycle of the Great Wheel, which I know nothing about either. I am, however, interested in that. So anyway, I just wanted to pass it on, and I will be, that's what I'm going to be looking at later on today. I'll be looking for ascension, shift change. And I did see the one, okay, and they're talking about something big happening right now. Big waves of energy coming in with the end of the Kali Yuga because the next one begins. And in between the ages, guess what happens? Cataclysm. Flood. Well, anyway. Big things, big energies. And welcome to spring. I, for one, am glad to be here. Because, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Maybe I'm here because I chose to see the big deal. I wanted to be here in person. I know that, my God, I hate water, and I don't want to be in it. But I don't like fire either. But it was talking. The one that I watched, I'll see if I can find it. Someone was talking about a portal. I don't know nothing about portals either. Some kind of great wheel opening, some sort of alignment. And it is true, all the planets are on one side of the sun right now. Is there some sort of an opening? Because they talked about that too. The talking about sucking out a hole opening and sucks out all the atmosphere. And that's what people thought the rapture was, because actually you was getting... Look, there's our friend. There you are, Donna. Knight of Swords. Okay. This is what you struggle with. Spirit says, shut up talking. Don't give away the ending. Anyway, I know nothing. But it feels like something's coming. Okay. Oh, I've lost my bandana again. Let me go get it. Look, I tore through everything in here earlier. God knows where. Oh, there's the sweatshirt I was looking for. Okay, I mean, you can see, I mean, look, you people, you can see I keep them clean, and every single picture of card I take, every thumbnail I take, all I can see is the cat hair, and I'm just over, I'm not picking it off no more, I don't care. She said as she wiped furiously. Anyway, okay, Donna, we good to go? Yes, big things are coming. Show us our greatest future, Spirit. Watcher, be your own witness. Maybe we're here to see it. The Knight of Wands, rushing forward toward our destiny, to grow, to know, to feel like you have the capacity to have an impact, an action. Okay, and then we got two tea leaves. We got flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Oh, there's no double entendre there. I'll have to show that to my son later. Camel, Persevere and you will overcome your problems. A little Viagra, maybe? Some Viagra? Don't know. Okay, those are for the end. And then we got poised, upside down. You think you got it together, but you don't. I don't know why I didn't. Anyway, alright. Unfinished symphony, stagnant. You think you got it together, but you don't. There's something you're not doing, something you need to be accountable about. You're holding yourself back. Could this chaotic this unaccountable, lax, and otherwise polished person, could that be a form of self-sabotage because you're slowing yourself down, you're slowing down the inevitable outcome of something between two soulmates? And then it says no peace like home. And actually this card is weird. It says no place like home, but it looks like peace. And I always took that, I always thought, is it without peace it's not a home? Okay. Without peace it's not a home. You're holding yourself back unaccountably. Why are you holding yourself back? Well, because you love them, but it's not peaceful. You keep waiting, you keep holding out for a resolution. Now underneath, I put this card back in our deck. We got the Chariot upside down. Did I have the whole damn deck upside down? Yes, the whole damn deck is upside down. So it wasn't supposed to be, but that's what happened, and I usually check. When we got the Chariot upside down, that is you holding yourself off. It's some self-sabotage, clumsy mistakes, just oops, stupid mistakes. Lots of little bad choices, lots of no choices, just being lax, disappearing into the woodwork or into the bushes like Homer Simpson because you don't want to. You don't really want it there. What can you do with this situation? You just trying to get out, right? Something about the soulmate, you're putting it off. I just saw the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. Well, that's what it was. I don't know why. Something you won't see. Why am I doing that? I know better. But okay, it was the Knight of Pentacles. It's something that you won't see. And you're putting it off. There's your soulmate, the Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to name him. I think I'm going to name him Frank. And then there's a wildcat. You never know what's lurking. This is also very Leonistic, I'm just saying. We'll see. Wildcat. Something you won't see. Got the Knight of Pentacles. You keep waiting. What won't she? What is it? You wait for peace that will never come. Why is there no peace at home? I can't see. Regeneration upside down. There's peace. Can't get no peace at home. You won't see the common denominator. Exchanging gifts. There is no exchange. Because you won't see the peace at home. You're poised upside down, an unfinished symphony, becoming stagnant. There is no peace at home. Peace won't come. Regeneration will not come. Regeneration upside down won't come. There's peace. You have to have peace before you can... you don't have nothing left to give. You didn't get nothing. Knight of Wands. Oh, that's the Knight of Wands. I thought it was Knight of Swords all this time. Okay. There you go. I ain't making this up. I was thinking that was the Knight of Swords because he's carrying a spear. I saw this. I'm sorry. Knight of Wands. you let go of it. There's nothing in it for you. Something you won't see. Right now you're struggling to let your little light shine. You're trying to get the ear of the emperor. He won't hear you. He can't hear you. And you stand firm in what you say. It is what you say, whether they listen to you or not. And it's hard. It's hard to be the one to make these decisions. You are the final word. Remember yesterday it was with the 3 Hierophants, it was like, look, I did it your way, and now we're going to do it my way. And now here you are struggling to do it your way. I mean, it's hard. That's a hard job. It's a lot of responsibility, especially when you I would assume, since you went against the Hierophant, that you may not have their support. Right? I don't know. It's hard. Friendship, care's there. Maybe you do. You're not alone. He's still in it. This could be an admission. Remember? The conversation you've been looking for. Now this is your strength. Share your knowledge. You know what works and what doesn't work, and you go on with what you know. Because you do have the wisdom. You've struggled to share it. They weren't... it's been real hard to get people to listen to you. This is kind of like a case of it is what it is. I said what I said. This is what I'm going to do. And not only that, this is what I've done. This is a thing of action. This is also watching them burn out. Letting them go. Letting them go. To taste of your own medicine. Because you're just watching this Knight of Wands. The proof is in the pudding. Yes. And then, ain't nobody taking you serious. They'll keep on doing it. You ain't gonna leave. This works. What would you do without us? You asked for a raise? You must be kidding. Maybe you do ask for a raise. Maybe you ask for acknowledgement of your... You're asking for them to do what you say. That is it. You're doing your wisdom. Remember, you put yourself in charge. You fired that other dude. You're like, that didn't work. You put yourself in charge. But now you don't have that support. And it's been really hard. But you're committed to what you're doing. You're still doing the right thing. And nobody wants to do what you're saying. Nobody wants to follow your lead. Right? They're not taking you seriously. That was my squirt bottle that fell off and scared the hell out of me. Okay, here in the future, you're going to expose some lies, and you're just not going to tolerate no more bullshit. No more bullshit. You're done with the lies. You're done with the games. You're going to cut right through it. And that's what you've done, is cut right through it. Now, this is how you see yourself. You're taking a closer look. You've seen some shit, and you're going to start over. This shit is not salvageable. This is what they see that you're letting go. They're going to cry, well, you're betraying me. What do you mean, no? Because, see, you've been supporting this. You've been taking care of this, and you're going to let it go. There it is. There's what you... What is that? The Chariot upside down. The Two of Swords. Strong emotional instincts. And it's enough. The Page of Swords. Which, I don't know if I took it upside down or not, but when I looked at it, it was upside down. So there you go. Not listening. You're not doing what you're told. You're not. They're guilt tripping you, and it's not going to have no effect on you because now you're not strong. It won't do for long. Okay, you'll be easy to wear down because you're new at it. But you've seen it in a whole new light, and your best. My advice to you is to keep your conversations short, and that'll do you better in the long run. Now here's your hopes and your fears is fullness. Give thanks, and you do. You're kind of afraid to believe in yourself, like, oh my God, is it finally happening for me? You're afraid to be for you, but I mean, you are. You're just new at it. You've never been for you before. This is a brand new adventure. This is all about you. You're not looking behind you. God, those guys. No. You're just glad you survived it. Maybe you are a survivor. Maybe you survived something really, well, it wasn't good for you. Here's a possible outcome is independence. You're going to do it on your own. And here's the King of Wands. The King of Pentacles. Oh my God, what is wrong with my head today? The King of Pentacles. So, you're going to be alone for a while. Maybe you guys work it out. Because this is a soulmate thing. I said, something you won't see. And it was stagnant. And look. All that glitters is not gold. Soulmates. Unfinished. You've got something you're not done. And you've been putting it off. You've been just waiting for the complete destruction. And you're not going to find the peace. You're not going to be able to reunite with him until you take care of this unfinished symphony, which you're putting off. Because there's no peace at home. No thriving. No give and take. No give. You gave everything that you could. You gave everything that you could. You made every yes that you could. And you have a deep knowing that this is not for you. And you need to receive. You've got to get away and you've got to move toward your future and leave this toxic drain on your system behind you. Oh, 2. On the Knight of Wands is the High Priestess and the King of Swords. You have a very clear sense of the workings of wrong and right and justice, and you're in tune with that, and you know what you've done. You know where you stand, and you stand in the victory, and you're just watching to see what dude this guy's going to do. You are in the victory, and you have flamed on. I'm kind of reading this in a dualistic way because of other people I see. Okay, so if this is dude, then it's fair to say that's dude too. And the first thing I said was true. You're having trouble getting him to hear you, and you separate because you've taken charge of it. And dude, you're not supposed to be in charge. Dude's the one that's supposed to be in charge. You just want to get away. It's done. Yeah, you're done talking about it. This is readings of action. There you are, hermetizing yourself. You withdraw from him. You're not asking nobody. You're hard at work doing it. You're tired of asking and being put off and asking some more and finding another way, and you're being met with excuse after excuse after excuse from look over here while I don't do this. Just attempts at distraction. You tried to be friends. But it's really hard to be friends with you right now. I gotta go take care of my heart. That could be a little drinking now, girl. You be careful. But life is for the living. And you're tired of waiting and just being met with excuse after excuse after excuse. That's excuse, and lie. They don't want to do it. They tell me the fucking truth. And this is where you stand, because you know the truth. You're carrying the burden of knowing this truth, and you're tired of talking. You're tired of sharing your knowledge. This is where you tried to talk to him. You talked to use blue in the face. It ain't working. You can't just stop. Life is for the living. There you go, on your way. A heavy burden of knowing what you know, and you feel like they betrayed you because they didn't support you when you needed them. And now you got some boundaries up. You're not going to have it happen. No, I said no. I'll be happy on my terms. You know how to do it. You know what's best for you. You're tired of see, I say that because as teachers share your knowledge. Well, if we're talking about a happily ever after, part of which is yours, who knows about that more than you? And they wouldn't listen to you. I did a reading a couple, I don't know, last week, so I don't know. But he wouldn't move for you. All you wanted, you didn't want anything bad, but you couldn't have it because he said so. And he wouldn't give it to you until you left. And it was too little too late. He pushed you too far. There was no coming back from that, and you couldn't do it. And here we are. You're done talking. You've moved on. You weren't kidding. And nobody's listening to you. Nobody's following your lead. There's the Three of Pentacles again. Nobody wants to work with you. You got news for them. You're telling them about the new sheriff in town, right? Nobody's working with you. Nobody's listening to you. You can fire them all and get a whole new crew. Because you will have your value. You've got a lot invested in this, and you're not going to let them fuck it up. Three of Pentacles twice. Three of Pentacles, page 1, Seven of Pentacles. Did I do that upside down? Oh, heaven forbid. I'm not even going to tell you what I just saw, but it was Seven of what swords? They're lying. They're lying. Everybody's trying to thwart you, and here they are. Nobody wants you to be in charge, and dude really doesn't want you, and I guess they're loyal to dude. Okay, but you've had enough. Show me the lies. The moon. Stopping the spin. So you don't explain anything. You just remove yourself. I wouldn't explain anything either. And you go on. You move on. The other day we had an abrupt departure, which was who I thought this was. Because it's been a lot of burden. You're really angry. I know that card. I don't know why I saw that other card, but there's the other card I was talking about from yesterday. Okay. Retreat. Stop the spin. This is what you're going to do. Enough is enough. I said you shall not pass. There will not be this bullshit. I will not play. You will not win. You don't explain yourself. I wouldn't explain myself either. There's been lots of manipulation and backbiting here. You had to mutiny. And now who you supported isn't there for you. So you go. Because it's been a heavy burden. Tens are the completion of a cycle. You had a lot invested in this person. And they don't got your back. Not at all. Now, you've had a look at that. You saw what I just said. And you're starting over to show me the discernment and I can't talk today. Show me. You see it? Do you see it? King of Wands flipped upside down. That's what you saw. You saw the true face of this person you've got so much invested in. And you're going to cut them loose. There's the Knight of Swords. And you're going to cut him loose. You're not going to do this anymore. And you don't tell them why. They should know. They should know. I guess you're tired. Well, because it's past that. You're done talking. You're done explaining it to him, because that was just one more loophole. That's the last loophole. The last hold they've had on you for a long time was that you get stuck explaining it. And so the closure never comes. There's the game, the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands. You refuse to play the game, or else you win the game. You've got all the sticks. You've got all the angles. You know all the angles. And you're going to cut right through his bullshit. And you begin again. You cut him loose. Okay? Now, this is what they see, right? They see you not falling for it. You're not believing it. You've woken up. First you had cognitive dissonance, and then you figured it out. And you let him go. How they let him go? Four of Wands, so that they can be happy. They can be happy with the King of Pentacles if they let this other third party go. Knight of Cups. This goes hand in hand with the little Page of Cups. The talk you were looking to have, and mending, because it's growing. Your relationship with him slowly comes back together. Your happiness increases. Okay. All right. No. Six of Swords. You're going to do it like you wanted to do it, like it used to be. You get your relationship back, and it was like it was at the start, in the beginning, and you all start over. Four of Wands, Knight of Cups, Six of Cups. Let the bad stuff go so that you can have what's good. I should write that down. Okay, so now you're looking toward your future. You're grateful you survived it. Give thanks. You see the good. You have the good. A return to goodness. A return to peace. Peace in the house. Show me the Three of Wands. This is in your hopes and your fears. Is your Eight of Wands. Eight of Swords. You put yourself here. You chose this adventure for yourself, and it was terrible. And maybe you made a lot of bad choices, but you've learned a lot of lessons, and you made it through. There's some things you need to look at about yourself. You're a good person, Donna. Everybody has a shadow. And don't get stuck in the past. You did the best that you can do. Now's the time. Don't be afraid to look into your future. You're a good future. You're a good person, Donna, and you deserve a good future. Don't be afraid. Harmony and sunshine is coming into your life. Here comes temperance. A change. You've been mean to yourself for a long time. Giving yourself less than you deserve. Settling for less than your value. That time is over. They know your value. But more importantly, so do you. I think time is what has given you the ability. Can you maybe not see that? Time is what has given you the ability. It has mellowed this pain. time in temperance, harmony. You've grown from it. You've seen that one of these swords you probably put in there yourself, okay, because you did it to yourself with the Eight of Swords, temperance, and the broken heart. You put yourself through this. There was a way to avoid it, but what's past is past. It's over. You survived it. The two of you get back together after a time, and you bring your independence back with you. You find your backbone. But you're afraid to look to your future. But don't be afraid, because it's sunlight. It's good. You're not the same person that you were. Don't be afraid of your future. Show me the independence with the King of Pentacles. Possible outcome, a time of independence, and then possibly a reunion with the King of Pentacles, who will be able to hear you. We hope. And if not, you can always get the skillet. The future is bright. The Three of Wands again. The two of you are going to move forward together. And together you're just a very powerful couple. There's nobody. The only person in the world could ever got between you is gone. The Magician. With the two of you together, all things are possible. One more from Spirit. The future is bright. The Fool. A brand new start for both of you. He's going to go through something too. He's going through an enlightenment of, you're going to be peers. He's always been playing catch up, okay? He's always held back, and then you held back. You held back because you was waiting for him to catch up. Yes, it's right there. And the two of you are going to meet on a level playing field, and you're going to go forward together as peers and lovers again. And I want this card. A choice. A choice, Donna. This guy or this guy? The Knight of Wands or the King of Pentacles? Okay. You're confused. You're confused. You could care about everybody. The lies. You're going to do the math. It's going to be the lies. And it's both of them. Okay? But, where'd that little heart go? Where's your little broken heart? Time is going to allow you to see the ways in which you did this to yourself. It's going to temper your reaction. It's going to soften your grief. And you're thankful that you survived this. It was awful. And so is life. Often. So you work it out. Alright. And then we got the Bobcat. You had mystery. The Bobcat teaches you that there is true power and strength in silence and patience. In order to get what you want, you must be willing to plan, adapt, and above all, to have the patience to see your dreams manifest. This is a prompt to be silent. Stop communicating your plans to your enemy. Stop talking to your enemy. The time for talking is done. You're done talking. The Bobcat teaches you. So be a mystery. There could be somebody watching you too. I was looking back to see if you were looking back to see. Okay, that kind of crap. And that goes back to the big circle jerk, right? Because he's always playing catch up, right? Something big is coming. He's always playing catch up. So you wait for him to catch up because you want to go together. He don't want to go. He might be coming around and wanting to go now. But peace will not come back to your house until you deal with that problem. Here's your reader: is to be at peace with everyone. No one is capable of making you upset without your consent. So if you begin practicing the intention to be authentic and peaceful with everyone, you connect to peace itself and gain the power to change the energy of your relationships with family and friends. Woo! No peace in your house until you make a choice, though. You've got to do this. There's your thumbnail. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, Donna. So, big things. Big things are coming. Big waves of energy. I don't know what it is. I suggest if you can fast to do it. It's too late for me. I'm about three. Who am I kidding? I'm like 3 cases of candy late. But, oh, let's get you a yes or no question. 6, 1, 0, 0, 7. Adios, muchachos. I will see you soon.